Good morning, you beautiful people of the Shield Wall Nation. This is your daily report. So, let's get into this. It says at least 558,000 mail-in ballots have been rejected throughout 2020 primary election season, foreshadowing potential issues heading into November. According to the election officials, small errors can lead to the entire ballot being rejected. Voter signatures are the most common issues, either because the ballot lacks one or because the signature does not match one on file. So you can see there's going to be a lot of issues with that, where who knows if your vote will count at that point, if it takes so long to investigate your mail-in ballot. It says back in December of 2019, senior campaign advisors indicated that the Democratic potential candidate Joe Biden would serve just one term as president if elected. One senior advisor said that he would play well with the younger votes who may more likely vote for Biden just to beat President Trump, knowing that more progressive candidate would replace him in 2024 ticket. But during a weekend interview, Biden said that he is open to serving a full 8 years if elected to 2 terms. So they're just saying that he's too dang old to run a second term. So not only is he mentally not all there, but he's just way too old. Why pick him? I don't know. It says anarchists rioted in Denver during a Black Lives Matter anti-police protest on the anniversary of Elijah McClain's death in Aurora a year ago. Approximately 75 rioters attacked police with fireworks, smashed windows, burned flags, set trees on fire. Says Denver Director of Safety Murphy Robinson said they had guns, they brought explosives, axes, and machetes. And they had one intended purpose: to harm our officers. Says BLM activists converged on a scene of a police-involved shooting of a black suspect refusing to comply with police orders. Rioters vandalized police vehicles, set fire to city vehicles, car dealerships, public library, a courthouse, a church, and attacked officers with bricks as well as Molotov cocktails. Several armed individuals stopped an armored police vehicle in the street and was only able to proceed by after just deploying tear gas. So yeah, go watch that video. He didn't comply with orders. He had a knife on him, and also mentioned that he had a gun in his car, and that's where he was heading. So police shot him. But, of course, they won't see it that way. In fact, LeBron James tweeted that such a disgusting act and blah, 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 blah. It's funny, though. It's like the media and everyone's like, George Floyd, horrible. Breonna Taylor, horrible. And that little kid that was killed, little white boy. Oh, and then this guy killed. Oh, so horrible. You can see where their agenda lies and what kind of thing they're trying to push. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And I will forever call, from now on, BLM and Antifa terrorists. Because, look up the definition of terrorism and see what they're doing. It says over 200 rioters in the North Precinct and Kelly Penumbra building, which houses the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office, assaulted police with lasers, large rocks, golf balls, railroad spikes, and balloons filled with feces, as I still doing it, launched with lacrosse sticks. It says a mock guillotine depicting the decapitation of a stuffed bear was staged and burned in a pile of American flags. On Saturday, several hundreds of protesters exchanged blows, paintballs, and pepper spray outside the Justice Center downtown at a Back the Blue rally. One man, identified as Alan Swinney, was seen pointing a single action revolver at far left protesters. Buckets of urine filled bottles, columns filled with an unknown liquid, and shields were found staged nearby police. Nearby by police. Okay. In Charlotte, North Carolina, BLM protests against this week's Republican National Convention became violent with several assaults on police officers and multiple arrests. One activist was arrested after advancing on police wielding a large pipe and another with a firearm while obstructed the road with debris. In Detroit, Michigan, 150 BLM activists protesting Operation Legend chanted "No justice, no peace, F these racist ass police." It says while blocking traffic and clashing with police, Seattle Mayor it says after clashing. Okay, so Seattle Mayor vetoes police defunding bill on Friday, with the city council to have laid off approximately 100 officers and cut police funding to 14% by 14%. Durkan cited a lack of collaboration with the city leaders as the reason for the veto, and noted that 50% increase in shooting incidences since 1st of June. Governor Bill Lee signed a bill into law that increased the punishment for aggravated rioting to 45 days in jail, increased the fines of impeding traffic, and the reclassification camping overnight on state property, as well as aggravated assault on first responders as felonies. BLM protesters have maintained a constant protest outside the state capitol and have clashed with state police for the past 2 months. So, it says the likelihood of worsening unrest will likely increase through November, and the chances of overreaction on the right or reactionary violence from the far left increases as it comes into conflict. You can see everything building up. You can see it building up. Now the right side is reacting to it. And it's eventually going to get pretty violent. And especially with this election going on, who knows what will happen if Biden wins? Will the right react with violence? Who knows? I can see the left reacting with violence if Trump wins. I mean, they did in the beginning. A little bit, not too much, not a lot of violence like they see now. But throughout his entire 4 years, violence has slowly been increasing. And then especially now, this past year, violence has exploded from the left side. And you can see they're increasing their weapons as projectiles against police. At what point is this all going to stop? There's going to be, the right side is going to be at a boiling point and going to react to these violent acts. That's unfortunate. It's absolutely unfortunate. And like I said, I hope it doesn't get to that point. But the left is pushing the people on the right and center too. Even some people on the left, they're pushing them to rethink their stance on things, and they're sick and tired of it. A lot of people are sick and tired of all these violent protests, and it's a good thing that the Tennessee mayor has decided to step up and say, "Hey, enough is enough." But the sad thing is, this gentleman is a Republican. Of course he'll do it. Of course he'll stand up and enforce and change laws to bring down harsher punishment. We don't see that on the Democratic side, and I think they do. I think they need to increase the punishment, and might deter. It might deter these violent protests. But only time will tell, and we can only enjoy sitting down with our family and our friends, enjoy the life that we have now. because these violent protests might start coming to our front door. And we don't know. We don't know. It may not. But we can always be prepared, right? So before I end this video, make sure you go down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, that bell notification icon too, so you know when I upload videos. And Shield Wall Nation, make sure you stay strong, stay resilient. Shield Wall